Hey guys, this is Movie-holics Anonymous, Jacob Ballard, discussing Colin Trevorrow no longer directing Star Wars Episode 9. So Colin Trevorrow and Derek Conley worked on the screenplay for Star Wars Episode 9, and he's been signed on to direct the project for 2 years, and Disney recently hired Jack Thorne to do rewrites. But they didn't say, like, as far as, I don't know exactly how much the rewrites, like, is he rewriting the whole script? We don't know. But, the fact that they got rid of Colin Trevorrow makes me think they might be rewriting a lot of it, especially if there were big creative differences, as Disney claims there were, between the director and the studio. Mainly Kathleen Kennedy, who's the producer of the new Star Wars movies. So she's produced Star Wars The Force Awakens, Rogue One, Star Wars Episode 8, Star Wars Episode 9, and the Obi-Wan Kenobi prequel thing, spin-off thing. So, this is kind of just getting ridiculous. Disney keeps firing every director they hire. I mean, Rogue One, they see a cut of the movie and they say, it wasn't enough of a Star Wars movie, so we're going to edit it. And we're going to do crazy extensive reshoots with a different director. And they did. And the director didn't get credit, but Tony Gilroy, he got a screenwriting credit, wrote and directed the reshoots. They got rid of the first director for Rogue One, which is Gareth Edwards. And then you have the directors of the Han Solo movie got fired because they were trying to make some movie they didn't like after Disney saw the first cut of it, and they said, this isn't enough of a Star Wars movie. And with this one, I guess at least they fired them before they got to filming it, so they didn't have to do crazy reshoots. I hope they don't end up doing crazy reshoots of this one, because with Rogue One's reshoots, I really felt like that they improved some things from what I heard about the earlier cut of the movie, but at the same time, I don't think that the movie as a whole, as a cohesive story, was better off because of it. I think that the Star Wars stuff they added made some really cool fan moments, and that helped make the movie better, because it was just kind of boring at times. But it just seems like to me and to some people that Kathleen Kennedy just wants to remake all of the old Star Wars movies and make movies that only fit the formula of the original Star Wars movies. And when you hire Phil Lord and Chris Miller, the directors of the Lego movie, 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street, and Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, you knew what you were getting. You knew you were getting comedic directors with great ingenuity and great creativity. They're not going to just make a simple Star Wars movie. They're going to make it hilarious. They're going to make fun of themselves. It's going to be different. And that would have been really exciting to see in a Han Solo movie, I think. Instead, you get Ron Howard, who Ron Howard used to be a great, great director. But in the past couple years, he's been nothing but phoning it in, barely doing his job. I mean, he's had like one good movie the past several years, and it's just, they're using it feels like from an outside perspective that Disney just wants directors that are tools that will do exactly what they want them to do and exactly how they want to remake Star Wars over and over. And I hope that's not the case. I really do. I really hope that Rian Johnson did something different with Star Wars Episode 8. I hope that what he brought to it is that's not the Empire Strikes Back. I hope it's dark like that, and I hope it changes what you saw in The Force Awakens the way that Empire Strikes Back changes A New Hope. But I hope that it's actually going to change the formula up some. I mean, I don't want to see Rebel ships flying at a Death Star 30 different movies in a row. We don't need to see 30. We don't need to see a Death Star showdown in Han Solo. That won't even make sense. So I hope that they're going to change things up some in the future. I hope I'm wrong, because the truth is, there's another possibility, which I, as a writer, I tend to side with the creative force, not the man, in this case woman, creative, the person in charge of the money and just being in charge of how the movie gets made. But at the same time, you have to consider that Colin Trevorrow and all these directors might have just been trying to do things that Disney didn't want to do because of their vested interest in keeping the franchise going forever. Like, they might have made Han Solo in a way that the characters weren't behaving the way they wanted them to going forward, in case they want to make like a 2 or 3 movie arc for Han Solo's prequels, because now that Han Solo is dead, they have to still make money off of them in the future movies. It's possible they want to do something crazy with that, or like add a relationship that makes no sense, or something like that crazy that they just don't want to talk about and that they haven't told people about. It's also possible that Colin Trevorrow just made some bad creative decisions on Star Wars Episode 9. I mean, after all, his one good movie was that people have seen is Jurassic World, and that movie itself is not great. Is it a fun summer blockbuster? Yes. But is the writing the best thing ever? It's not. It's not. the characters in Jurassic World are all recycled from other things, and that's like it doesn't take away from enjoying the movie itself as just fun, but it keeps it from being it's like this great thing like the original Jurassic Park was. So I mean, honestly, I think it's a positive thing that Colin Trevorrow is not directing Star Wars Episode 9, but that also depends on who they hire next. I think they need someone with a strong sense of what they want to do as a filmmaker, and I think that Kathleen Kennedy needs to bounce off of directors better, but also just hope that they can make the new Star Wars movies going forward more diverse. And I don't mean about just like the whole gender, racial. Yeah, I mean storytelling wise. And I hope that the Star Wars Episode 9 is great. But first, I hope 8's great. And like all these people saying, hope Rian Johnson directs it, and him saying that he was just focused on making 8 and, you know, like acting like he's not going to do 9. Let's see Episode 8 before we decide if we want him to do 9. I always hate it when directors sign on for the next one before you've seen the new one. Because, like, Francis Lawrence, for example, signed on to direct Mockingjay before Catching Fire, and Catching Fire was amazing. And they did Mockingjay Part 1 and Part 2. And Mockingjay Part 1 and Part 2 were the worst installments of the franchise. Just because it's the same director, it's not going to make it great. So hopefully, if Rian Johnson does do it, hopefully Episode 8 is great first. And if it is, then maybe he should do 9, but we'll see. I don't know who should direct Episode 9. I can't think of who right now because it's just baffling, blowing my mind that Disney's had so much trouble with directors. But maybe they should just hire directors that they know what they're going to do from now on instead of trying to hire these people that have opinions that are so strong and won't do what they want. They need to change their hiring process a bit, I think. But are you still excited for Star Wars Episode 9? Do you care about this director shakeup? Are you upset that the Jurassic World director is not directing it? I'm not. I'm hopeful, but we'll see what happens. I'm excited for Star Wars Episode 8. Ready for a trailer, though, Disney. Get a stinking trailer out soon. I'm tired of waiting for a trailer. A real first full trailer. Okay, guys. I'll talk to you some other time. Just let me know what you think of this video and this topic in the comments below.